Are you aware that there is a deep and powerful connection between how you care for your body and the state of your spiritual health? In this video, I'm going to share 7 key ways that physical health and spiritual balance are deeply interconnected. Whether you're a person of faith or someone simply seeking deeper meaning and purpose in life, this conversation matters. Because when you take care of your body, you don't just feel better physically, you elevate your spirit, increase your life energy, and align yourself with a greater sense of purpose. Now, I am a Christian, and I may reference scripture in this video. But this discussion goes far beyond religion or theology. When I talk about spiritual health, I'm referring to an inner sense of peace, clarity, and well-being that comes from living in alignment with your deepest values. So, let's dive into 7 powerful ways your physical and spiritual health are connected, and how caring for your body can help you become healthier in body, mind, and spirit. Point number 1. Discipline is the foundation of both physical and spiritual health. Both physical health and spiritual growth require discipline. It's no coincidence that the discipline needed to eat well, exercise, and recover is the same discipline that strengthens every other area of life. As human beings, we live in bodies, and those bodies have needs: proper nutrition, healthy rhythms, rest, and movement. We also face temptations and challenges, and when discipline starts to break down physically, it often spills into everything else. Think about times when stress took over and you let yourself go. What happened? Energy dropped. Confidence faded. There was an internal sense of misalignment, a quiet knowing that you weren't living at your best. There's a natural correcting force within us that pulls us back toward wholeness, and that physical wholeness often leads to deeper spiritual alignment. If your health isn't where you want it to be right now, working on your body is one of the most powerful ways to reconnect spiritually, because discipline aligns your habits with your higher values, values that are bigger than short-term pleasure. That's why I believe the journey of getting healthy is, at its core, a spiritual process. The word health itself comes from wholeness, and wholeness requires discipline. If this resonates with you, take a moment to like this video and share your experience in the comments, especially times when physical discipline strengthened your spiritual life or when losing discipline affected other areas. Point number 2. Awareness and control of urges shape both body and spirit. Many people struggle with their health because they are controlled by urges, especially when it comes to food, screens, and comfort behaviors. Unhealthy food is designed to be addictive. It's loaded with sugar and salt, engineered to hijack our senses. And spiritual traditions across cultures all teach a similar lesson. When your senses control you, you lose integrity and inner freedom. Getting physically healthier forces you to confront these urges, cravings, laziness, addictions, and that process builds real spiritual power. Neurologically, our brains are driven by dopamine. Today's world constantly overstimulates that system: scrolling, notifications, sugar, entertainment. When stress hits, many of us turn to food, social media, alcohol, or other escapes, but instead of relief, we sink deeper into frustration. Scripture captures this beautifully in Galatians 5:22-23, which speaks of the fruits of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, kindness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Spiritual elevation is marked by peace, joy, and self-regulation. When you improve your physical health, you begin regulating your life: nutrition, exercise, sleep, stimulants, habits. You become aware of urges, and instead of being enslaved by them, you learn to guide them. That's freedom, and freedom gives you the power to create, serve, and elevate others. Point number 3. Physical health creates the life energy needed for purpose across belief systems. There's a shared truth: living in alignment gives you more life. When we neglect our bodies, the opposite happens: chronic disease, fatigue, brain fog, pain. Our energy gets drained just trying to survive. Taking care of your body restores life energy, cellular energy that can be directed toward purpose, creativity, service, and joy. When you eat nourishing food, move your body, manage stress, sleep well, and build strong relationships, you gain vitality. You become a brighter presence in the world. Most high-performing people with long-term impact share one thing: strong physical health routines. Because energy fuels purpose. I don't want you to spend your life planting seeds, only to reach the harvest exhausted and unable to enjoy it. Health allows you to fully live the life you've worked to build. So ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, how is your energy right now? Even if you're doing well, there's always another level. Often it comes down to rest, recovery, and nourishment. Every choice you make, whether it's movement, food, or rest, is either adding to your life energy or draining it. Point number 4. Exercise is a living metaphor for spiritual growth. Exercise is intentional stress. We challenge the body, create micro damage, and allow it to rebuild stronger. That same pattern exists in life. When you look back, the most meaningful seasons of growth usually followed challenge, pressure, or hardship. Growth requires resistance. Exercise trains you to do hard things today for a better future. It shifts you from short-term thinking to long-term vision. When you push through that last rep, when quitting feels easier, you strengthen the muscle of resilience, and that muscle shows up everywhere in life. I personally turned to physical training during one of the hardest times of my life, after losing my father. That discipline helped me heal and rebuild strength inside and out. If you're in a difficult season right now, lean into physical movement. Even small daily effort can transform stagnant pain into forward momentum. And if any of this resonates deeply with you, I invite you to share your story below. We grow stronger by learning from one another. Point number 5, fasting and emptiness. Heal both body and spirit. One of the biggest problems in our modern world is constant overload. We're overwhelmed with information, news, notifications, responsibilities, and stress. At the same time, our bodies are overloaded with excess food, calories, and junk. We're taking in too much and giving ourselves far too little space. Fasting is a powerful practice that introduces intentional emptiness. Physically, fasting allows the body to shift into a restorative catabolic state where it cleans out damaged cells, repairs tissues, and rejuvenates itself. This fasted metabolism is completely different from the fed state where calories, insulin, and amino acids are constantly being triggered. Just like nature has day and night, summer and winter, yin and yang, our metabolism needs both feeding and fasting. That's why fasting is such a powerful tool. Inside our Fit Father and Fit Mother programs, we use several fasting strategies. Daily intermittent fasting with an 8-10 hour eating window, weekly 24-hour fasts for deeper cleansing and clarity, and for advanced individuals, longer fasts that support autophagy, immune renewal, and longevity. But fasting isn't just physical. To be spiritually healthy in today's world, we must also fast mentally and emotionally. That means stepping away from screens, turning off the news, disconnecting from constant stimulation, and giving the nervous system a break. Some of the deepest spiritual moments people experience happen when the body enters a calm, parasympathetic state. This is why so many feel spiritually connected in nature. No phones, no noise, just presence. The nervous system slows down, the mind quiets, and peace emerges. So ask yourself, how can you introduce fasting into your life, physically, mentally, and emotionally? For many people, this simply means intentional time away from technology. If you want to stack habits powerfully, you can pair physical fasting with digital detox time. That combination alone can be life-changing. Point number 6, true health requires rest as much as activity. Our physical and spiritual health depend just as much on rest as they do on action. One of the great illusions of modern culture is the belief that more is always better. More work, more hustle, more productivity. Many people feel that their worth is tied to constant activity, but this mindset leads straight to burnout. Rest is not weakness. It's natural law. We are circadian beings, meant to be active during the day and rest at night. Yet for only a couple hundred years, electricity has allowed us to ignore these rhythms and stay constantly on. Ironically, the path to better health for many people isn't doing more, it's doing less. I know plenty of high performers who eat well, exercise regularly, and still feel exhausted because their nervous systems are stuck in overdrive. Longevity and deep health require spending more time in a relaxed parasympathetic state. If you observe long-living cultures or spiritual practitioners, yogis, monks, ascetics, you'll notice something in common. They rest deeply. Their bodies are calm, their nervous systems regulated. Sleep must be non-negotiable. In fact, consistently good sleep is often more powerful for long-term health than intense exercise. Training without recovery eventually leads to breakdown, but quality rest restores energy, hormones, and motivation. Use weekends to restore. Take naps if needed. Audit your free time. Are your activities truly rejuvenating, or are they secretly draining you? Even vacations can become exhausting if we don't slow down. Ask yourself honestly, where am I getting true rest, and where am I lacking it? Because without restoration, health is impossible. Point number 7. Gratitude is one of the strongest medicines for longevity. Our final connection between physical and spiritual health is gratitude. When you study people who live into their 90s and 100s, many of them don't have perfect habits. Some drink alcohol, some eat sweets. But almost all of them share two things: strong social connections and deep gratitude for life. Research confirms this. Studies show that gratitude strengthens the immune system, lowers blood pressure, improves heart health, and reduces stress hormones like cortisol. Gratitude literally changes your physiology, making your cells more resilient and your body more robust. Chronic stress suppresses immunity and damages the heart. Gratitude does the opposite. And since heart disease and cancer are two of the leading causes of death, gratitude becomes a frontline defense for long-term health. Now consider this. The odds of you being born, based on your parents meeting, staying together, and the exact egg and sperm forming you, are estimated at 1 in hundreds of trillions. Let that sink in. Your existence is a statistical miracle, and if you believe there is something deeper than just the physical body, that life is shaping you, refining you, and growing you, then even challenges carry meaning. I'll say this honestly, the past year of my life was incredibly difficult. I went through divorce, business struggles, and deep uncertainty. But on the other side of it, I feel more grateful, more grounded, and more alive than ever. Those hardships humbled me, strengthened my faith, and prepared me for my next level. Gratitude doesn't deny pain, it transforms it. Closing message. I truly hope this video resonated with you. If something stirred inside you, please like the video and share your thoughts in the comments. I genuinely want to hear your story. My intention isn't just to put content into the world, it's to connect, to elevate, and to walk this journey together. Everything we talked about today points to a deeper truth. Health isn't just about looking good or even feeling good, it's about wholeness. It's about growth, strength, peace, and love. And if you want more support on this journey, nutrition, workouts, mindset, structure, and community, I invite you to check out our Fit Father and Fit Mother programs. We don't just focus on fitness, we focus on holistic health at every level. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time, your attention, and your openness. I look forward to reading your comments, hearing your experiences, and continuing this journey with you. I'll see you in the next video.